Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
KUGAN, CASSIUS for IFLTV. It's very late here. I think it's about 5 o'clock in the morning.
4:45, KUGAN.
5. Joined by,
We're the last two people here, probably.
not quite, but yeah, nearly. Adam Smith, devastating performance from Anthony Joshua. We kind of had teasers last year of the old Anthony Joshua, different kind of Anthony Joshua. Tonight we saw what we've always been used to seeing him doing, taking out people in emphatic fashion.
He was brilliant. It was a crushing knockout victory, and emphatic from AJ. He was seriously focused in the ring beforehand, and he gave a serious demonstration of what he can do. I love the fact that he's now found some comfort with Ben Davison. I think that's a really good trainer-fighter relationship. I think he's learned a lot from the other trainers, of course, Rob McCracken and the others, Angel and Joby, and everybody that's been with him. But I think the time of his life now, when he lost twice to Usyk and he's making his way back, he's found in Ben somebody that's a really good strategic trainer. He knows the sport inside out. He's worked with Tyson Fury, and I think Josh is one of these guys that just wants to learn more and get better, and I thought it was a fantastic display, reminiscent of an old Lennox Lewis knockout or something. It was just something that was unexpected. People were talking about Francis Ngannou's power, KUGAN. They were talking about AJ would just have to play it safe, would he win on points, but to go out and do that, and people will say, yes, it's a two-fight novice, he shouldn't have been in the ring with him and all of that, but look what he did with Fury, so you can't really... AJ can't win, can he? He just has to do what he does in the ring, and the manner of victory tonight was mightily impressive. And I think it's a statement to everybody. And I know how excited Eddie was afterwards, saying that he's definitely going to become the undisputed champion. And look, on that performance, he's on the way to certainly challenging for it. And let's see what happens with Fury Usyk. But it's a very exciting 6 to 9 months ahead.
And you make a good point, because I remember before the Otto Wallin fight, people were billing it as a 50-50 fight. Joshua dispatches of Wallin in very good fashion. People then starting doubting Wallin's credentials. The same thing he's going to get here, like, Sure. But beforehand, there was a lot of people. I mean, speaking to Johnny Nelson said that Joshua would not stop Francis Ngannou tonight.
And a lot of people were picking Ngannou to win by knockout, thinking it was a really dangerous, horrible fight for Joshua, thinking about how many times he's been down in his career. But what they weren't thinking was about Joshua's power and what he can deliver. We've seen it, you and I, time and time again over his career, and people forget about that. Everyone was talking to me last week about Francis Ngannou's power, and I'm like, yeah, sure, if Joshua gets hit, he's going to get hurt. But what if Francis Ngannou gets hit in a boxing ring with those gloves on? He hadn't been by Tyson Fury. Fury couldn't make a dent in him. It was a terrible performance by Tyson. He'll be a lot better against Usyk. I think Joshua deserves an enormous amount of credit. He's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders. I think he was really good against Otto Wallin. I thought he was just executed a perfect game plan. And tonight he was even beyond that. He was fabulous. Let's give him credit. Let's move him on. He's got a fight in the meantime. If there's two fights...
Hrgović?
Well, if Fury and Usyk have got two fights, he's got a fight before that. So, yeah, I'd like Filip Hrgović. I think that's the perfect fight. And, and then let's see what happens with Fury and Usyk. But it's a very, very exciting, year ahead. And it's just great that it's happening. And Turki Al-Sheikh has just put these amazing nights on. And how the boxing world has turned, and the heavyweights have just got, they've got great money, and they're fighting everybody, and Joe Parker's getting win over Wilder, then he gets another slot, and Daniel Dubois had a great win, he'll be back, and Deontay will be back probably. I mean, it's sort of dreamy stuff, isn't it, really? And let's hope all these fights are made and we finally get Fury and AJ in a ring. Let's see who wins.
Absolutely. Just final one, new venture for you now, Adam.
Yeah.
New direction for you. So yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I was asked to do the radio commentary tonight for BBC, which I was really humbled and honoured to do. I always wanted to do some radio, and that was great. Really enjoyed working with Bunsey on that. I've also joined Ollie Weingarten, and we've launched a company called Summit Sports, which is going to manage sportsmen and women, hopefully really, really well. I've worked with a lot of them before, and I just want to help give back. It's a really great team that we've got. We're going to look at boxing, we're going to look at Formula One, we're going to look at gamers and creators, influencers. So it's a whole sort of wide host of things, maybe even football. So really excited about Summit Sports and working with athletes. And I'm heading back now to do Izzy's show in Coventry for GBM Sports. So maybe I'm overdoing it, but I'm really excited about that, even though it's more grassroots level. You know, I'm loving being back, KUGAN, and yeah, it's nice to be healthy and it's nice to see you guys.
Good to see you back, Adam Smith.
Thanks, KUGAN. Really appreciate that.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.